Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 280 East Jersey Street here in Gladstone. We're located at the rear of the home. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. It looks like it'll take a minute before we actually catch up to tying water or tie into the water. I think we have multiple lines that converge in here. Here we go. Transitions here at 57 feet over to, looks like 4-inch concrete pipe. And then transitions here to 3034 PVC pipe. And here at 67 feet, we have reached the terminus of the line. I'm going to go do locates to verify where the line terminates at, and then we'll let the line drain out completely before reeling back. We've got about the first 20-30 feet of the line there has quite a bit of standing water in it. We don't get the kitchen sink tying until around 30 feet, so we'll have to take a look at a couple spots on the way back. Okay, located the camera head successfully. The line goes out to the main on Harvard Avenue. It looks like this spot here, the main lateral actually looks like it's not handling water all that well. It's very, very full and not moving all that fast, so that may be out of grade there. It also looks like it's necking out here to possibly 6-inch pipe right before it hits the main. It appears to be 4-inch pipe pretty much all the way out. We've turned all the water off at this point. And this joint here is showing us a small amount of separation. Nothing I think is worth fixing though. And I'm going to try and figure out how this line is all configured here. It almost looks like the sewer line was adapted over to handle storm drain or something like that. There's a whole bunch of piping back here where I'm scoping that this first, I think this may be where the actual house dumps in. And I think it may be necking out to 4-inch right here. It looks like there's a little bit of a drop here. So we're going to run some water and see what we see come through. Hey, we're going to do a toilet flush from back at the full bathroom. I think it's tying in right about here. But I can't figure out if anything, that's why I'm doing this. I think this first like 30 feet here may just service the storm drain system. I haven't been able to see where the house's water ends up tying in yet. Yeah, just heard the toilet flush go through. Okay, so it's still coming from behind the camera.
So any block.
So I'm out here at about 39 feet. This is where all the standing water dissipates. Once you're past this point, it's free flowing and draining properly. This first almost 40 feet, though, there's like 3 or 4 different bellies in them, all of which have at least about an inch of standing water. Towards the end here, even more so than that. So we are getting debris collecting in the line. This much standing water it's just asking for debris to build up and cause a blockage. So I am going to recommend a repair to correct all the standing water. Okay, we're over here near the right side of the property. We're almost right up against the fence. We're at 2 feet, 3 inches deep there. I put a white X down. This particular belly here starts at about 32 feet and extends to 39 feet. You're getting 2 feet, 3 inches deep at either end. And somewhere in there, it's either a clean out tie in there or a rain drain, I'm not sure which, or some other part of the house. I can't keep track of where each portion of the house is draining to. I think pretty much all the spots where the water does tie in, you've got standing water, so you can't see the actual tie-in. I'm just pulling back here to see how long this stretch goes for. We're going to push out the end of this one. That belly starts pretty much at the clean out, it appears. You just have a little bit of separation, about maybe 10 feet of pipe in between the bellies that actually drains properly. Alright, then this other belly here ends at 23 feet, and then we'll put there's going to be an X at either end of each belly, and then dots in between just showing the direction they run. Alright, we're at 2 feet deep on the dot there. This section here, about half the belly has about a ½ inch, and then the first half's got about 1.5 inches or so. Hey, we just came back underneath the concrete patio back here, so it does run underneath the concrete slab. Alright, so we're back to the clean out there. This section here extends from 5 feet to 23 feet. Alright, I've marked here, I just put a small white dot on the concrete slab. It starts about 2 feet underneath it, or into it, I guess. It's also 2 feet deep. I recommend correcting from here at 5 feet, essentially all the way out to 39 feet. Again, there's about a 7-foot section in between the two bellies that drains. Many times you have to correct all of it at the same time to get the grade proper. So that's all mapped out here. I'll show the dots here. This first marking is quite small. I'm not painting up their concrete. Well, here's a clean out. It runs across the backyard towards the right side of the property. That white dot's where the belly starts, and the last bit of the belly ends right before the fence line. It's all ranging from about 2 to 2.5 feet deep. I do recommend correcting it. I also recommend doing a rescope afterward to make sure it was done properly.